In this tutorial, we'll teach you how to modify margins. The resumes used in this video can be found at the following links. In the first resume here, we have a small margin around this resume, and we have a lot of space at the bottom. So we can actually increase the margin to make it look better. And the content has enough space to flow below. So in order to do that, we can go to Layout on the ribbon, and if you click on Margins, you'll notice that there are some fixed settings that Word has already put there for you. These are commonly used settings. You can see that this one is currently using the narrow setting of 1/2 inch on each side. So to increase it, you can just click on Normal, which shows 1 inch on each side. And that increased white space around the resume. Already it gives it a better look. You can also use your own custom margins by going to the Custom Margins at the bottom of the Margins menu. You can manually set the margins on each side. In one case, where you have to bind the resume in a binder, and you need some extra space on the left for the binder rings, you could increase the left margin to 1.5 inches. And when you tab out of that field, you'll notice the preview changes, and it shows you how it may look. Below, you also have what the margin applies to. So you could apply it to the whole document, or just this point forward, and then click OK. Now you notice it has some extra space on the left-hand side for the binder rings. Some resumes are divided into multiple sections. You can actually have different margins set for different sections. In this resume, I removed the references from the first page and added it into a new section on the second page for demonstration purposes. So let's apply different margins to both these sections. And just to show you the sections, I'm just going to turn on the non-printing characters, and you can see there's a section break, next page, here. So page 1 is section 1, and page 2 is section 2. Now let's click on the first page. Then let's go to Layout, Margins, and click on Custom Margins. Let's put a margin of 1 inch all around on the first section. This says Apply to Selected Sections. Since we are on the first section, we haven't selected any other section. We can just press OK, and you notice only the margin on the first page has changed to 1 inch. The margin on the second page is still 1/2 inch. Now, if we come to this section and click in here, and again I click on Custom Margins, let's make this 2 inches. And now this says Apply to this section. When you're on a section after the first section, you will see this section here. If you're on the first section of the document, then you'll see Apply to Selected Sections. So if you click OK, now we have a 2 inch margin around this section and 1 inch margin around that section. Now I'll show you a way in which you can reduce the margins to make your resume look better. Now this resume has a default margin of 1 inch all around. Maybe in work experience, I have only 3 jobs to list, so I delete 1. Now you notice that only the contact information is showing on the second page. So it may help to reduce the margins and bring that to the first page. So you can go to Layout, and under Margins, Normal is the one selected, so choose Narrow. Now we are on one page, and we can remove the second page. This makes it much more concise, and you can actually give a one-page resume to your prospective employer. Thank you.